It was reported at the start of the year that Konami were closing their doors on video game production. Many fans saw this as the end of some of their favourite franchises: Silent Hills, Castlevania, Metal Gear. Others speculated that Konami might sell off their IPs to other companies, with Sony being the forerunner. But then Konami spoke and made it clear that this is not the end of video games for them. Yes, some sites were closing, but the idea was to downsize and streamline their workforce and studios. Maybe this was just strategic talk for journalists and the gaming community. But maybe, just maybe. So what am I getting at? Are Konami done? Probably not. So will there be a Metal Gear Solid 6? Probably not. But Konami could still do something with the Metal Gear brand outside of pachinkos. Here are 5 possible routes for them to go down. Some fairly reasonable, some less so. Number 5. Remaster Snake Eater. This should be fairly easy and should make Konami some decent money. The story is arguably the best in the series and would act as a great starting point for potential new fans, especially those with a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. Not only that, but it is beloved by the fan base and seen as one of, if not the best game in the series, so all fans would lap this up. Konami have even done a little work on this to improve the visuals, but unfortunately they use these on pachinko machines. But just look at it. Also, the sound could be lifted from one of the HD versions and cleaned up, so no having to pay for cast members or musicians. Quite frankly, this could net Konami some serious money for very little input on their end, something they would probably go for at this point. Number 4. Remake Metal Gear 1 and 2. This is something that would require a lot more work from them though. These MSX classics are the games in the series that need a full remake the most. I know there's been talk of a Metal Gear Solid remake, but we don't really need one. And also, we already have one. Seriously, play the Twin Snakes. Yes, it's goofy, but it is fun to play. Anyway, Metal Gear 1 and 2 needs full voice acting, an updated score, and whole worlds to be built from nothing. I realise that this is much more work than would be required for a Snake Eater remaster, and I also realise that Konami might not be too thrilled about that prospect, but they could license it out to another studio to do all the hard work, because this is work that would have to be done. It could also be possible to release both games as a bundle, so neither one would have to be made too big, and if they were developed together, the engine and assets could be used for both games. Kind of like when film studios film part 1 and 2 of a story at the same time. For me, these are the only 2 games worth fully remaking, and by ironing out the inconsistencies and retcons that have appeared as the story progressed and developed, this can give a sense of cohesion to everything and truly tie the Big Boss and Solid Snake eras together fully. Number 3. Metal Gear Rising 2. Right, time to look at something completely new. Sort of. Get Platinum Games back and expand on the first game. Make even more things cuttable. Make a new host of villains that are even more over the top. You could even go back to the original idea for Metal Gear Solid Rising and set this after Sons of Liberty and before Guns of the Patriots. We know that Raiden became a cyborg ninja and saved Sonny, but wouldn't it be nice to see that play out and experience it for ourselves? Failing that, this could be a direct sequel to the events of Rising and we could finally see a resolution for Raiden's part of the saga. Again, Konami can leave another studio to do all the work and reap the benefits of their labour. And, more importantly, we can enjoy more Metal Gear. Number 2. Metal Gear Philanthropy. Right, time to get into pure fantasy land. Between Metal Gear Solid and Sons of Liberty, we know that Otacon and Snake form Philanthropy, a group with the express purpose of ridding the world of any and all Metal Gears. Metal Gears that have flooded the scene thanks to Ocelot selling Rex's specs. We also know that going to the tanker and then the big shell was part of this task. But what about the 2 years between Shadow Moses and the tanker? Why not play as the version of Snake we thought we were going to get to play as in Sons of Liberty and destroy some of these Metal Gears? Granted, the story would have to be fairly light and very careful here so as not to reveal too much as to what is to come, but that is where an episodic structure could come into play, like Hitman. What if you were in separate areas, like a Camp Omega style base with an overall objective? Find and destroy Metal Gear. But while you are there, little things are drip fed to Snake. Things about the Patriots, or Ocelot. Rumours of the disappearance of the now former president, or about Liquid's possible survival. That could even lead to Snake stealing Liquid's body for both confirmation and as a useful tool for the future, something that is then confirmed in Sons of Liberty. What's more, as you replay these areas, you learn more and more about hints to future events, and also discover new ways to achieve your objective, and even extra special secret objectives, just like with Hitman. Number 1. Metal Gear 3? If you thought that last idea was pie in the sky, wait till you hear this. A brand new game set before Metal Gear 1 with a character we are familiar with and have fought against, but have as yet not played as. Similar to Snake Eater, right? Only this time you play as Frank Jaeger before he is codenamed Grey Fox. We learn more about his null persona from Portable Ops, his history with Naomi, and also about his relationship with Big Boss before Operation N313. Sound intriguing? If so, let me know and I'll break everything down in a separate video. But for now, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Metal Gear studying. Goodbye.